In this era of fake news, I think it's important that we take a moment to talk about the headline. Because a lot of the times, the headline is by far the fakest part of the news. Case in point, a recent headline by the Washington Post. It read, "We're still on fast track to trial. Kids' climate lawsuit against Trump administration stays alive." Got that? The story is about kids with a lawsuit against the Trump administration, and that is pretty much fake news. I mean, it's a huge stretch of what the real news really is. The real news is that a group who call themselves Our Children's Trust filed a lawsuit against the federal government back in 2015, and that's still ongoing thanks to a judge's recent decision. In the lawsuit, climate scientist Dr. James E. Hansen is acting as a plaintiff along with a group of kids who were then ages 9 to 21 back in 2015. Their complaint is that through the government's affirmative actions in causing climate change, it has violated the youngest generation's constitutional rights to life, liberty, and property, as well as failed to protect essential public trust resources, according to the organization's website. That was back in 2015, back when Barack Obama was president, not Donald Trump. So the fact that the Washington Post headline says kids with a lawsuit against the Trump administration is incredibly misleading, to the point where one might argue it's fake. Now, the federal government is pushing back against the lawsuit, trying to get it dismissed under Trump. But so did the federal government under Obama. It was his federal government that initially filed a motion to dismiss the case. But you would have no idea about that from the Washington Post's headline. Of course, they aren't the only media outlet who skewed the same story the same way. CNN did it, Business Insider did it, Think Progress did it, The Atlantic did it. So many outlets ran headlines insinuating this case had originally been brought by kids against President Trump instead of President Obama. And that's the real news of the story. That's just how it works, people. The news business has to write sensational headlines to get people to click. And who cares if anyone reads the whole story, just as long as we get that sweet, clicky advertising money that keeps the lights on. We all know that's how it works. And now in this era of fake news, it should be more apparent than ever.